Hi, everyone. Okay, so I was asked to do a reading from a past loved one. I believe it's going to be a pick a pile, and they asked me to use this deck in particular, Magic of You Oracle. Unlock your hidden truths. So there's something that a past loved one wants to let you know about yourself, and I'm going to prepare the piles as I'm talking here. So there's something, oh, they want to give you a key. That's what they're telling me. They want to give you a key. So a past loved one wants to give you a key to a hidden truth. That's the first pile, okay? To a hidden truth about you, about the magic of you, is what it's saying, okay? So here we go. There's the second pile, yeah. And then there's the third pile. Third pile has quite a few cards. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. So I'm going to open the energy, let you pick your pile, and then we're going to go forward and find out what this past loved one wants to, the key they want to give you about the hidden truth about the magic of you. Okay, here we go. All right, if you haven't picked your pile yet, you can pause the video and do so, but I'm to get started with my first group. So my first group, there are four cards here. They're all, the key is all reversed in all four cards, so that's really interesting. They want me to use my pendulum to get the first card. Okay. So here we go. This one, is that the card? No. I hear this is to get the actual card. Okay. So there might be more than one, so I'm going to ask them all. Yeah, there's two cards. Okay, these cards just stuck to those ones. That's what's happening there. Okay. So this is a past loved one who wants to give you a key to unlock your hidden truth about the magic of you. Okay? Let's see. First thing. Feel loved and proud. Oh, beautiful. And then this one. Let love grow. Oh, amazing. I'm going to read from the book, but what beautiful cards. Okay, I want to put one up here. I want you to be able to see what it says without it burning. So let's do this, and then we'll do this. Okay, hopefully you can see what it says. I don't know, maybe you can't. Let's go a little bit closer. Okay, so it says, okay, can you see that? Yes. Feel loved and proud and let love grow. So these are two beautiful, beautiful messages. And this is the key to unlocking your hidden truths about the magic of you. Okay, so it's all about love for you, right? For this group. So let me go. This card represents the pride you feel from being loved. No matter what, you are cherished and essential. You will always be loved by the universe, by God, Goddess of your understanding, and by creation. You are loved. The maiden holds the bird, its head raised in confident pride. In a crystal nest, her loving hands, neither grasping nor yielding, a perfect balance of nourishing freedom. Okay, I'm gonna kind of put it up there because of YouTube's rules. Rich hues of blue in her gown suffuse and anchor the energy of love in a deep sense of unconditional support. Whatever happens in the day-to-day ebb and flow of physical existence, by virtue of your birth, you are loved, you are supported, you are wanted, you are part of the universal expression of life. Its greatest accomplishment, its greatest pride, its greatest joy. Feel proud of the fact that you are you, a living miracle. Sing your song. Okay, so we all have a song to sing in the universe. And they're encouraging you to do that. So it says, Pride of Love Ceremony. On one side of a page, make a list of people who love you and why they love you. On the other side of the page, list the reasons you love them. Create an altar of honor and decorate it with images of your beloved people, items and objects that relate to and celebrate them. As you honor their presence, you become a reflection of your intention, and in doing so, you are blessed. Light candles and incense to consecrate the space and keep this altar in place until the next full moon as a reminder that you are loved and essential. Okay, so that's one key. That's one key that they're giving you. So you might have to, here, let me hold this up so you can pause it and read it yourself and then be able to do it whenever you choose to do it. Oh, I'm trying to, okay, there we go. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that. And this is the Pride of Love ceremony. They're encouraging you to do that. That's a key to unlock the hidden truths of the magic of you, okay? Because it's all about the love. Now we're going to go to the Let the Love Grow. So Lavaria, Let the Love Grow message here. Okay. Lavaria appears when a healthy expression of love has turned into obsession with love, or more specifically, an idea that is not love. The skeletons of your expectations are limiting your experience of love. Release your attachment to what was and let a new concept of love evolve in your heart and mind. The embrace appears tender between the lovers, but they are bound by vines that trap each the other in a fixed expression that cannot grow. Oh, it's very, yeah, there we go. You can see it now. Now is the time to remember your lover is only human, as evidenced by the skull, which is human. Your lover is not a god, goddess, and so do not worship them. Enjoy them. Love is beautiful in all its expressions, but the extremes of passion and infatuation are not sustainable. It is time to find balance in love. Whether you are in an intimate relationship or not, whether you have a family or not, whether you have friends or not, it is time to rethink what love is in your life and how you express it, and as such, experience it. Be courageous. If you want someone loving and kind, you must be kind and loving too. If you want someone who is secure in themselves and wants healthy, positive commitment, then you must embody those qualities too. Lavaria is the soulmate card when drawn with the witch card. We didn't do that, so we're not going to go there. Okay. Ritual, vines of love. So this is the ritual that they're suggesting, the other key for you. And I keep doing that. Okay, there we go. Here we go. To seal love's commitment, you will need an old wind-up clock and vines of ivy or jasmine. Indeed, any supple vine plant would wound around the clock while contemplating love's unconditional expression will allow the love to stay. The vines can also be bound around the framed photo of your beloved. This is a love spell manifestation and will bind the person to you for as long as the vines are green. Make use of this time and allow healthy love to flourish. When the vines darken, unwind them with the statement, "Let this love grow." This ritual of love can be repeated. Okay. All right, now, what else do you want to say to this group? So the key for you that they want to give is to feel loved and proud, and to let the love grow, and to let your love be something more than you even knew it could be, is how it's coming. Okay? So they're telling me, and it's, this is very not unusual, so don't take this as a criticism, but they're telling me that you have a very specific and rigid idea of love. It's like, if they love me, they will do this. If they love me, they will say this. If they love me, they will be this, right? And they want you to let that go so that your love can grow. Feel loved and feel proud. Know that you're loved, okay? Know that you're loved. But let the love grow. Let the love be more than you think it needs to be. More than the rigid ideas of love that you were raised with or that you were taught, is how it's coming. What I'm hearing specifically for this group is you were taught that if someone loves you, or you somehow came to this conclusion, I don't know if you were taught it, but somehow you came to the conclusion that if someone loves you, they would never hurt you. They would never abandon you. They would never betray you. And that's why this card is saying, remember that your person is only human. Okay? And being human is being imperfect. Being human is learning through trial and error, right? We all do. Okay. So, if you demand perfection from your loved ones, you are demanding perfection from yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to be human, to be imperfect. And it is in the imperfection that we grow. Love does not require anyone to be perfect. Love does not require anyone to be perfect. Love does not require anyone to be perfect. Yes, you need to have boundaries. Yes, you need to have self-respect. Yes, you need to value yourself. Yes, you need to be able to be proud of yourself. Yes, you do not want to be a doormat for someone. Yes, you do not want to be taken for granted or taken advantage of. All of that is true. But when you come together with someone in this world, it doesn't matter who it is, you've come to learn and grow. And we learn and grow through the acceptance of imperfection, is how it's coming. They reminded me of the book The Little Soul in the Sun, which I'm not going to go into in depth, but you might want to look it up and read it if you haven't. But The Little Soul in the Sun, you know, this little soul wants to experience what it believes is the greatest thing about God, and it believes that forgiveness is the greatest thing, the greatest part of God. And God says, that's wonderful, but there's nothing to forgive. That's the only problem. There's nothing to forgive. So another little soul steps up and says, I'll go to earth with you, and I'll do something to you. I'll dim my light, and I'll be dark, and I'll do something to hurt you so that you can have an opportunity to forgive me. But all I ask is that you do not forget who I am, because I will. And if you forget who I am, I will be lost. So we're all just these souls here, and we've all come here to experience, I hear, the greatest part of God, you know, and, you know, however you see God. And it is forgiveness. It is forgiveness. Do you know what feels even more wonderful than being loved? Being forgiven. Being accepted, being loved unconditionally. If you haven't experienced that yet, I hope you do. But when someone says, I love you no matter what, there is nothing you could do that I can't forgive. That is a love that is so enriching, is the word I want to use, that they're giving me. And so we come here to learn that and to give that to ourselves, but we also come here to learn that and give that to others. And often we have it reversed. We do it to others before we can do it to ourselves, but it's really about doing it to ourselves, right? forgiving ourselves, when you can love yourself no matter what, when there is nothing that you cannot forgive yourself for, when you allow yourself to be imperfect and love yourself anyway, your love has grown to a whole other level. And that is the magic of you. That is what your past loved one wants to tell you, group number one. That is the magic of you. Your ability, your capacity to forgive and love unconditionally yourself and all. You possess this. You possess this. Your loved ones have seen it. They know it. They want you to remember it. If you're struggling in some way with something right now, they urge you to remember it. That is the key to unlocking the hidden truth about you, is you possess this love. This great, 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 great love. That is like nothing else in this world. All right, they want me to get a postcard now. Let me get this postcard. From your loved one, your past loved one. There it is. Be fearless. Be fearless. That's what it says there. Can you see that? All right. Sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so much. What I'm getting from this is there's so much love that they want to give you, and that they want you to know is coming your way. You have this ability to love deeply, to love unconditionally, and to see the good in all, and to love. And you've been doing that for some time. That's the giving that you've been doing. That's the giving that you've been doing. In whatever form it's taken, that's the giving that you've been doing. You've been giving so much love to so many for so long, I'm hearing. And it's time to let it come back to you, to feel loved and proud, and to allow yourself to be loved as the imperfect being that you are, okay? You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be God. You do not have to be a goddess. You do not have to be special. You do not have to be, whatever, an angel, a spiritual guru, whatever it is. You do not have to be any of those things to be loved. You are loved, okay? And you've been giving so much love for so long to others. Remember I said, that's why I said it, and I thought it was weird when I said it, and I kind of thought, why did I say that? But I said, sometimes we have it reversed and we do it to others. We give them the unconditional love and we forgive them and we give them the unconditional love, but we don't do it for ourselves. And that's what they're saying. You've been doing it so long for everyone else. It's time to do it for you. Give yourself the unconditional love. Give yourself the forgiveness. Allow yourself the imperfection that you allow everyone else in this universe, because you do. Whew, that's bringing up emotion. Okay, that's bringing up emotion for someone. For me, too. But maybe for some of you, because it's very strong. That's where they want me to leave it, with that emotion. Okay? That's it. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye. All right, group number 2, you have 2 cards. Let me see if they're both for you, because it could be that one just stuck to the other. No, they are both for you. Okay, so we have 2 cards. Let's see what this one says. Effervescence, cultivate love. Interesting. Number 1 was all about love too. Liberation, free yourself. Beautiful. Cultivate love and free yourself. Okay, so these are keys. Remember, 2020, I have to read that. 2020. These are keys to the magic of you, to unlocking the magic of you. Okay, let's see what 2020 says. It says, there's an opportunity for you to strengthen your connection with others. Cultivate love. The energies of forgiveness and compassion are surrounding both personal and professional relationships. Beautiful. Beautiful. On the heels of what we just discussed with group number 1, that is really cool. Okay. Effervescence. Love is budding, blooming, and blossoming around you. The energy of new love helps all things grow, not just relationships. The potential for love is limitless right now. All blocks and obstacles are lifting, and the way ahead is clear. Be confident, optimistic, and joyful. If you have drawn this card at a time you are feeling lonely or disillusioned by love, it is a sign to cultivate love in other areas in order to infuse the arid part of your life with nourishing passion. The more love and joy you can feel in pursuits and aspects, the more this energy will flow into the areas that you feel are lacking. The maiden contemplates the beauty of her life. Her white dress denotes purity and simplicity. Its hem is dipped in violet, which confers spiritual enlightenment. She senses the sweet energy of love and optimism bubbling up and blooming. The green hues of spring and newness form a halo of light around her. She is growing. Okay. New moon love. Empower a ring or other piece of metal jewelry by placing it on earth or a natural fiber cloth and leaving it in the light of a new moon throughout the night. Wear it to bless all facets of your life with a sense of renewed life and love. Okay, so that's the ritual they're asking you to do to cultivate love. And then we have number 13 here. So I'm looking at the number 13 and I turn to the page 31. So I want to look at 1331 in the book because that's a mirror number that's showing itself. So 1331. You are being invited to revisit your current circumstances in order to reevaluate your opportunities to learn and grow. Interesting. And we have the free yourself card with that. So let's look here. Liberation. Free yourself. Liberation is the codependency card. It's time to liberate yourself from toxic people who might have been soft and seductive in life once but are now smothering you. The girl of liberation was once seduced by the soft embrace of the swan, but now its deathly gaze signifies all life is gone and she is trapped by a snake-like coils crushing her essence. It's time to unwind the tentacles wrapped around you, but be they those of lovers, family members, any people with intimate access to you. Recognize who is lifting you and who is pulling you down. The tentacles might also be that of a job or a learning environment. It is time to move on when liberation appears. In a situation of codependency, remember you are holding each other back. So although you may feel that you owe it to another to stay and continue, liberation reminds you that it is not only you who is being held back, it is the other person too. Take action and free yourself and them. The ritual they're asking you to do is to affirm the bound doll. To affirm liberation in your life and freedom from a stagnancy, take a doll and wrap it in red cord or yarn many times until its arms and legs are bound. Every morning, focus on what you need to be liberated from and unwind 2 coils from the doll. Do this every day until the doll is unbound. By then, you will also be free. Okay. Interesting, these 2 cards together. Cultivating love, but freeing yourself from any relationships that may be codependent, right? So cultivating love, but freeing yourself from codependency. which is really interesting. And it's interesting. It says the potential for love is limitless right now. All blocks and obstacles are lifting and the way ahead is clear. So this is part of those blocks and obstacles being lifted. Okay? So you might be experiencing this right now. You know, where you're liberating yourself from anything that is, you know, a codependent relationship or a toxic relationship. And as you do this, this is what's happening for you. Okay? So, what do they want to say to you about this? Yeah, they're saying effervescence. They're saying focus on the love that makes you feel free, bubbly, joyful, not the love that makes you feel codependent, stuck, trapped. Okay? This is key for you. This is a key for you. Okay? You are a person, what I'm hearing is this group, you are people who people tend to cling on to. Okay? In some way. People see you and they see the amount of love that you have and that you are able to give. They see the effervescence of you and they want that. So they cling on to you, right? And create codependencies, sometimes trauma bonds, whatever you want to call it, with you in order to, you know, hold on to you because they know what a gift you are and what a life force you are. So it's time to free yourself from that because it's holding you back, but it's also holding them back, like they said. So the key is you really need to free yourself from this and focus on this in your relationships. All relationships, work, family, friends, lovers. Okay? This is so important for you. This is the key. You need this freedom. And the other person, whoever it is, needs their freedom too. So that you can get your effervescence back is how it's coming. Okay? Your life force. Your life force energy is the key. You have a huge life force energy. And it's magical. That is the magic of you. But it's being smothered right now. It's being contained. It's being limited. It's being held back for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't want to get into all of that. But so the key to unlocking the magic of you is to free yourself from this so that this can be free again. Okay? That's what I'm hearing. You are magic. Yes, your life force energy is magic. Okay? Something, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with these people. Okay, there's nothing wrong with them. But, and you know, we create our own experiences, our own world. So you're the one that's bringing this to you, in essence, to limit yourself, to contain it. Maybe you're afraid a little bit of your life force energy. Maybe it's that powerful, that huge, that magical, and you know, maybe in a past life something went awry with it, and so you've been containing it, bringing people to contain it, you know. I don't know why I'm saying all this, it's just coming. And but it's time to free yourself from that and to focus on freeing your effervescence, your life force energy, freeing that so that it can be a force in the world, is how it's saying, how it's coming. So let's see what this card says. This is your magic card, okay? Okay, dearest you, there are times when loss is a part of life. Sometimes a loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes a loss is sudden and painful, like when a loved one crosses over to our dimension. Regardless of the nature of the loss and your control over it, your experience is asking you to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in a destructive way. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break wide open. Feel the loss and integrate it. See the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better, we promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, always and forever. That's why it's cultivating love here. I see. So what they're telling me, and it could be this person that passed, that's when you started doing this. You started containing your love. Your love is your life force, and it is huge. You have the hugest capacity for love, okay? You might want to watch group number 1 as well. And because you have this huge capacity to love, you have this huge capacity to feel this loss, right? When something is lost, when there's a sudden loss, and the pain is so much. So you have been creating ways to box this love in, okay? That's what I'm hearing. You've been creating experiences, relationships, all kinds of things to contain your love, to contain this love, to box it in. Because the more you love, the more pain you could feel. And that is why it's so important you free yourself and you free this love. Because it's how do they want to say it? It's truly creating hell on earth for you. That's how they want to say it. It's creating hell on earth for you. That's how they're saying it, okay? They're reminding me of the 1331. So you are being invited to revisit your current circumstances in order to reevaluate your opportunities to learn and grow. So whatever your current circumstances are, if there's some of this going on in it, this is really important that you hear this message, okay? To free yourself from that and cultivate your love and your life force energy. They say here, let your heart break wide open, feel the loss and integrate it, see the beauty that was, the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. Okay? Doing this is really, really, it's destroying you. That's what I'm hearing. It's you know, it's putting your fire out, and they want your fire to be relit. That's how it's coming. Is there anything else you want me to say or know for this group? They want me to look at the 513. Okay. 513. Okay. Your efforts to expand and to experience a life of abundance are preparing the road ahead. Stay focused on how you can grow and let the light lead. Yes, so that's why this is so important. You want to expand. Your soul wants to expand, okay? And to experience a life of abundance. And you can't do that when this is happening, okay? So stay focused on how you can grow and let the light lead. That's the cultivating of love. So I'm hearing for you specifically, for this group specifically, some sort of loss created this, but it's time to let that go and to expand and to experience the life of abundance that you came here to experience. And this really needs to be addressed. This is the keys to the magic of you. You are meant to live an abundant, expansive, huge energetic life, right? And physical life that reflects your energetic life. And you've been smothering yourself. You've been smothering. It's almost like, putting, when you put a flame out with that smothering thing. I don't know what that's called. But it's like you've been doing that to yourself for too long now. Okay? You won't get burned. Let the fire grow. Let it let the flames expand. You won't get burned. That's what they want me to tell you. You won't get burned. That's where they want me to leave it for you. I hope you have a beautiful day. All right, group number 3. You have a lot of cards, but we're only getting 2 is what's come out with the other 2 groups. So I'm going to shuffle the cards and see which 2 come out. There's the 2. Okay. So we have 2 keys for you. What can you sacrifice? What can you let go of? And Maximus, how can you feed others when your own table is empty? Ooh, wow. These together have a very powerful message. Yeah. You've been sacrificing, trying to feed others by sacrificing. But how can you feed others when your own table is empty? Oh, group number 3. I feel this. You are constantly asking yourself, what can I let go of? What can I do without in order to feed others? But you cannot feed others when your own table is empty. It's time to nourish yourself. I'm going to go to the book. There's something they want me to see in the book before I continue. Okay, what is it? What do you want me to see? The other ones, they wanted me to share a ritual with you guys and to read from the book, but this is, this one's different. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. They want me to look at the Maximus one. Okay, 15. That's why. They don't want me to look at the sacrifice one in the book. They want me to look at the Maximus one in the book. You are maxed out, yet conversely more is needed. More nourishment for yourself. Yeah. You are spread too thin and your life force is draining. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? A new idea is waiting to be cultivated, as evidenced by the flame in the bulb. Or perhaps it's time to stop sitting on an idea you've had for some time. The moths are starting to gather, and as lovely as they are, they will slowly blot out your light. You might want to watch group number 2. It's time to feed yourself in order to cultivate the harvest and harvest your next crop. Stop focusing on everyone else and the role you play in their lives. Till your own soil. Serve yourself the fruits of your own labor. The table is set with fine silver on a blood-red cloth. In fact, the blood is pooling and indicating that your life force is draining. Capture it now and fill your cup. What is the purpose of these fine things if they are not used? So here is the ritual they want me to share with you. Set the table using your finest creative flair. Nourish your body with quality foods and sensual textures and tastes. Eat alone. With red pen, write the creative and self-nourishing thoughts that come to you on a sheet of white paper. When your meal is complete, fold the paper over and press your lips upon it as if it were a napkin. Know that the ideas are taking root in the fertile cauldron of your being. Interesting. That's quite a ritual. I like it. I think I want to do it. Okay, what else? Yeah, this is very clear, group number 3. Yours is very clear. The key to the magic of you is you have to nourish yourself. Stop sacrificing yourself for everyone else. Stop focusing on everyone else. Start focusing on yourself, your ideas, your thoughts, your inspirations, and start acting on them. Okay? Start nourishing yourself. That is the key to the magic of you. So they are giving you permission to be a little selfish, right? How often do you get that? Well, quite often these days. But anyway, I saw 39, so I'm going to look at 39. The divine feminine within you is so grateful that you are listening to your soul's voice. And that is such a feminine energy, right? To sacrifice, like the mother sacrificing so that others can eat, right? Even, there's a lot of mothers that eat less, that take less so that their husband and their children, or their spouse, whoever their spouse is, and their children can have more. It's such a divine feminine energy. So the divine feminine within you is so grateful that you are listening to your soul's voice. Your soul is saying, I'm dying. You need to feed me. Okay? Nourish me. I need you to nourish me. You need to do what fills your soul. Okay? Yeah, it's very, very clear. Group number 3. You might want to watch group number 2 as well. I'm going to get one of these cards for you. There it is. Live your dreams. This is the perfect card for that, right? Because you're sacrificing your dreams for everyone else to have theirs. Okay, I get very aggressive about that. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's see what they're saying here. Dear wonderful you, intimacy is scary sometimes. It means you have to let someone else get to know the real you, not the perfect, flawless mask you wear for others. No, it's time to reveal the cool one, the passionate one, the imperfect one, that is totally you without artifice or walls. Yes, you will be exposed and vulnerable for a time, but it will be so worth it. This is the only way you will know true closeness with others, and you will also be close to spirit and to us. There is amazing freedom that comes when you let go and just be yourself with another or a group. Release from the invisible bindings that keep you from intimacy is truly empowering. So may we support you wholeheartedly in this choice. You will know yourself better, and we hope learn to love yourself as much as we do. Life is about who we are with others, so share it. You will be so glad you did. Loving you so, so much. All right, you also might want to watch group number 1 because it's got some of that in there. I feel like they're all connected, these keys. So instead of just getting one key, you're getting multiple keys. But, why did I put the card away? Weird that I did that. Yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm just going to put it there for now because we're not done. So, they are saying very clearly, that it's time to stop sacrificing yourself for others and start sharing yourself, truly sharing yourself with others. Nourish yourself by being yourself fully and completely and sharing yourself with others. And that's how you'll nourish others. Okay? So not by sacrificing yourself, not by keeping yourself hidden, not by, hiding your pain, hiding your imperfection, by hiding your truths, your insecurities, your thoughts, your brilliance, your everything. Again, I'm being shown a mother who hides her tears from her children, a mother who hides a lot of herself, who gives up her passions. Maybe she likes to I don't know, go to school. Maybe she loves to learn, but she has to put her kids through school. Or maybe she likes to travel. I actually had a person say, a mother who was very honest. I loved the fact that she was so honest about it. I was visiting with her, and she's in her 50s now, and her children are all through school now, and her daughter, especially her youngest, got to go on a bunch of school trips. And she said, my My daughter went to Europe, and I still haven't, and I'm quite resentful about that, right? It's okay as a mother or as a father or as anybody to admit that, to say, I'm resentful. I've been sacrificing things for too long. But, being resentful doesn't change it. You just need to decide that you're going to set your own table and eat and nourish yourself first. Okay? So this is a key for you. This is a key to unlocking the hidden truths and the magic of you that's going to open you to a more abundant life. Okay? And I know it seems so simple. Like, this might sound simple and might be like, this is a no-brainer, like, but it's so easy to say and it's so easy to understand, but it's much more difficult to do. All right? So that is what they're telling me. They just showed me 45, 54, and they want me to read them in conjunction with each other. So I'm going to go to 45 and the 54 and read those two, one after the other. Okay. Archangel Michael and the other archangels are standing with you in solidarity and strength. Your angels are encouraging you to move into a state of surrender so that they are able to help you move forward. Interesting. So surrendering to what? A state of surrendering to the fact that you need nourishment. To the fact that you need nourishment. To the fact that you have thoughts and ideas that are meant to be created and come into creation and come into this world. Surrender to your desires, your needs, your thoughts, your inspirations, I keep hearing wants, needs, desires. Okay? What else do you want to show me? The 2815. Okay? So they want me to read those two together. So I'll find them, and then here we go. Your angels want to give you a high five as they recognize your commitment to being a light in the world. Well done for facing your fears. Your changing thoughts are changing your life. Align your awareness and energy with thoughts that lift you. Okay, so they're recognizing that just now, just as we were doing this, something changed in your thought pattern. You want to be a light in the world. You know that you have a light to shine in this world, and it's time to let it shine. Okay, and you're changing your thoughts. You're not going to sacrifice that anymore. That's what I'm hearing. You're not going to sacrifice that anymore. You now understand that you are important. You matter. You doing you. You being you. You living you is important and matters, not just to you, but to the entire world. So you're no longer going to sacrifice that so that others can do them and be them and live them. It's time for you to live you, be you, do you as well. And by you doing so, others will see it and they will do it, and you'll be able to support them in doing it. Okay? Something's shifting for you. They wanted to acknowledge that. Something is shifting in your thought process. Like I said, it's easy to understand it. It's easy to hear it, to understand it, to rationalize it, to accept it as, a no-brainer, but it's harder to do. You needed this shift in your thought patterns in order to do it. There's something else they want me to get for this group that they didn't get for the other group. Is it a tarot card? No, it's one of these. It's one of these spirit messages, okay? Let's see. There it is. Oh, that card was on, that's the first card. It was there on the bottom of the deck, and I saw it when I pulled this deck out. Synchronicity. Are you noticing the signs of synchronicity that the spirit world has been sending to you at this time? People and situations in your life are not just appearing by coincidence. In reality, they're being guided to you from the spirit world to help you for a specific reason. And that is to get you to start living you, being you. Do what you know, you came here to do. Be what you came here to be. 49. Let's look at that too. 49 times 2. Angels are helping you embrace the emotions that are rising up within you at this time. Look on your emotions as messengers. Okay, so if you're getting, and particularly an emotion that just shot up was frustrated. If you're getting frustrated a lot, it's because you're done sacrificing. Your soul is done sacrificing, okay? So that's a message, okay? That's the emotion that jumped out at me, okay? Vulnerability. We talked about vulnerability here. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory, where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back, or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. That's the emotion too. If you're feeling vulnerable, one of the emotions they want to talk about, if you're feeling vulnerable, it's because there's, you know, some fear that's holding you back, okay? So, feeling vulnerable is not a negative thing, okay? Putting yourself out there will make you feel very vulnerable, but your soul wants you to put yourself out there, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Okay, and then find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? Yeah, so if you're busy sacrificing, you're probably not checking in with yourself enough. So they're reminding you, bring it back to your center, to your purpose, to your desires, to your, what is your soul begging you to do? Okay, that's how it's coming. Your soul is begging you to do something. Group number 3. All right. Here's another card for you guys. It's this one. They like these ones these days. Your soul is begging you to do something. Okay? Stop sacrificing your I don't know what, yourself for others. Okay, we have the Justice card. And it's interesting. Understanding karmic balance is how the Justice card comes. The yin and the yang. We're going to get to that in a second because 3 cards came out. We have the Lover's card, alignment and harmony. And we have the 9 of Wands, a test of strength and perseverance. This is really interesting, the cards that came out for you. Let me scale back so you can see all the cards. So I'm just going to go into the book because in particular we're using this and I want to just see. So you reap what you sow is what the Justice card means. We know that. So if you're sacrificing yourself, that's what you're reaping. Sacrifice. More and more and more sacrifice, right? And the karmic balance part, that's what I want, they want me to draw my attention to in this card. Okay. Yeah. So it says, this card may indicate that you simply need to find more balance in your life, or you have choices to make. If you judge a situation objectively and weigh your choices carefully, you'll be able to act with compassion, wisdom, and faith in yourself. If you do not, then perhaps the scales will tip in a way that you did not expect, throwing you off course, to be faced with another moment in time where you will have an opportunity to find balance once again. So, yeah, this is a time to find balance in your life. They're asking you to find balance in your life, right? And when you're sacrificing, there's no balance, okay? Oh, and it says, the Justice card appears to us when we know we should be doing something and we're not doing it. You're not living your dream, okay? That's what this is saying. You're not living your dream. You're sacrificing your dream to allow others to live theirs. That's what this is telling me. Now we're going to the Lover's card. So it might be your spouse's dream that you're sacrificing your dream for, you know, your spouse's dream. But it also might be anyone that you love, okay? So it could be anyone that you love. So, and see, it says in this deck, it says alignment and harmony, which is, yeah. They want you to come into alignment and harmony with yourself. Okay? Again, decisions need to be made. As well as being the card of partners, the Lovers represents a strong self-belief and establishment of collective life goals. It is a sign that you have figured out the priorities in your life. Okay? So soon you might find yourself at a personal crossroads or moral dilemma. This card can often symbolize a push and a pull. You may feel unsure about what direction you should take or who to trust. Or you may have to choose between contradicting and equally unifying options. Whatever decision you may be faced with, consider any possible consequences. Trust your inner voice. Shine light towards the place where it resides and feel how it responds. Okay? Your relationship is based in deep love and trust, giving you the strength to overcome obstacles together and empower one another. So, if you are at a place where you're making decisions, they're encouraging you to focus on you, okay? It'll be okay. Your love can survive that, okay? Is what they're telling me. And then test of strength, perseverance. There you go. Your love can survive that, So you might be facing a test of strength and perseverance, but it's all going to be good, okay? It's going to be good. Yeah, the Nine of Wands signifies strength and resilience in challenging times. This card will often appear when you are feeling burnt out or tired from an uphill battle. You are invested in something that you truly believe in, and it's taking your continued strength to achieve an end result. No matter how many times you get knocked down, there's a deep inner strength that is giving you power to move forward. Be sure you make the effort to implement what you've learned by adapting your actions, internal and external dialogue, as well as any beliefs which may not have a place in your future. Okay, what I'm seeing here, and it's coming very clear, is that when you start focusing on yourself and your dreams, that's going to bring everything into alignment, balance, and harmony. Okay? That's what you've been learning. That's what you've been learning. That's what you needed to understand, is that you are here to live, be, and do you. Your partner or loved ones or whoever it is are here to live, be, and do them. You are not being asked to sacrifice yourself to allow them to do that. They are not being asked to sacrifice themselves to allow you to do that, okay? This has been a test of strength and perseverance for you guys. But instead of being codependent, refer back to group number 2, instead of being in a codependent relationship, you are to be in a, I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to call it a symbiotic relationship. That's the word that they're giving me. You're to be in a symbiotic relationship. I don't know if that word makes any sense. I'm going to have to look it up after to make sure it means what I think it means. But that's the word they're giving me, symbiotic relationship. They say it's the right word. So I'm going to trust that. That's where they want me to leave it. They just want me to leave it there. Weird. That's abrupt. Okay. Usually they give me a little softer ending, but that's what you need to know. You have the keys you need now. All right. Go have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.